I just wanted to get a few quick thoughts about the new Anti-Mohammed film that came out. Now, right now, the world is hearing about the Anti-Mohammed film that has sparked great tension in the Middle East. Protests and violent actions have broken out across the Arab world and North Africa. It definitely has the potential to explode into larger social unrest and drastically increase the anti-American sentiment. It's possible, although not likely, to be social unrest that really challenges any of the social structures. By that I mean, don't expect a kind of revolution or anything as a result. It's just going to make things more chaotic for however long. However long that is, I couldn't say. Now, I think it's important to keep in mind when thinking about it and its possible impacts on the material conditions that surround the release of this film. This is not a thought-provoking film. It's an insult from what I have managed to see of it, as well as the opinion of others. There is seemingly no value to it. No questioning of the following of a religion based on Muhammad and his conversations with God. It's not even seriously critical of Muhammad himself. It's basically an outright slander intended to provoke anger. My opinion of this, I think, is validated somewhat by the fact that those who produce it are trying to keep as anonymous as possible. One person has been identified as being behind the film, but they've gone into hiding and have not really spoken much on it. To be honest, the situation, we must not look at this film as though it exists in a vacuum. Viewing the reaction by the Middle East and North Africa as some sort of violent temper tantrum response. It would be too easy for us, and many more times easy for reactionaries, to view their response as simply being overblown. We must consider the reality of the global situation today in which this film is being released into. It's not some sort of troll movie that's being put out of the public looking for reaction. This movie is being put out at a time where the ideology and people attacked by it are physically being attacked by US imperialism in a very acute way. The recent conquests of Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, as well as the hostilities towards Syria and Iran place this film in a very different context, as these people in this area of the world that are being physically destroyed and killed. This film was being released by the same people in the same system that's carrying out those atrocities. Literally, this is adding insult to injury. Unfortunately, many won't acknowledge this and simply see the Muslim world's reaction as simple anti-Western hatred. The hate that they are always portrayed as having for us, like the old fraudulent cliche of hating us for our freedoms. If anyone is going to seriously and honestly look into this film, or more importantly, the reaction it has provoked from the world's Muslims, they must accept this fact. The film is a bombardment of insults at a time when the people it targets are being physically bombarded with bombs.